The Yeung Kim Young Ma in Wing Chun is for training. It's for basic training. So we start off why this stance and why are our feet turned in is a big question a lot of people have. There's some misconceptions that we stand and we fight like this. That's not the case. This is a training stance, and here's why. Normally, we stand with our feet forward or slightly turned out. So we're used to doing that. It's normal. We're not used to doing anything with our feet turned in. So the stance is basically teaching you rotation on the heel, rotation on the balls of the foot, and then at the advanced stage, one final rotation where the feet come out. But for training, it's 1, 2. And so we put the hips forward. Why do we put the hips forward in Wing Chun? A lot of people don't understand that. Let me explain. When you put the hips forward in Wing Chun, you are taking your center of gravity, which in a neutral position would be right below the center of your torso. When you put the hips forward, now your center of gravity is slightly forward. That gives you a distinct advantage if you are standing like this and pressure is coming at you and you want to come forward at that pressure or you want to meet it and deal with it either way. Now your center of gravity is forward. In addition to that, it locks your upper body and your lower body for kicking because you cannot throw a kick if your center of gravity is here or here. It's almost impossible. It's natural to incline your body before you throw a kick, and then you can kick. So that's another reason. Now, we are not fixated in Wing Chun on this position, but we train this position because it's unnatural at first, and there's a lot of things in martial arts that are counterintuitive. If you've been training for any length of time, you know that. So the neutral position is here, center of gravity between your legs. In the Yeung Kim Young Ma comes out, and then as well, it can come back. So my center of gravity is now if I go like this, it's now behind me, which you see grapplers. This is a grappling position, right? Center of gravity is back here. Now, with the Yeung Kim Young Ma and your hips canted forward, if you're being attacked by a grappler, you cannot maintain this position and go down and meet their hands. It's impossible. You have to unlock the hips, right? So at an advanced stage, we learn how to modify our hips. Now, here's a big mistake a lot of people make with this stance. And you'll see this. They get into the stance, and their body goes back. Their upper torso leans forward. So they're kind of like an inverted pyramid. That's not correct. You should be able to stand perfectly straight, feel your stance, cant your hips up without your body going back and your head going back. Right? That's the proper alignment. There should be like a straight line here. And when your body goes back, it doesn't mean you have to go forward. In addition, let's take a look at this as well. So we have our 3 points. Let me get 2 more rings and show you this. In Wing Chun, we have 6 directions. Forward, back, left, right, and when we're in our stance, up and down. Now, to go up, you cannot be fully extended on your knees, locked out. There's got to be give. Now we have up and down, left and right. So here in our stance, in our Wing Chun stance, at the advanced level, we're not fixated with the hips forward. It's usually in a neutral position. And our feet certainly don't turn in. Our toes point forward because when you naturally walk and you naturally go forward, your toes lead. So you're going forward with the toes. You can choose, depending on the momentum of whatever it is, exercise that you're doing, to have your hips up, back, But let's just take a look at the stance. So we can go with our hips forward, our hips back. Our hips can go to the side, taking our center of gravity, moving it here. Our center of gravity moves here. Our center of gravity moves here. Right? So the stance can modulate like this. Side to side, up, down, forward, back. We basically can replicate 6 points of direction while standing in a horse. And that's not even including when you're moving forward with footwork.